Okay, I'd like to ask everybody a question. The question is Donald Trump mentally ill? And normally this would be something that would be kind of like a really stupid question. But in his case, I think it's a question that needs to be asked. And the reason I think it needs to be asked is because the guy has said a lot of stuff that if anybody else said would be considered somewhat delusional. I mean, when he says stuff like all women love me, or all Mexicans love me, or I'm so smart, or I know more about ISIS than all the generals. I mean, these are exaggerations that most people would be consider that would be insane statements, or I never asked for forgiveness, or all this stuff. But the latest thing is really insane because what the guy has done now is he's actually questioning the results of an election he won and claiming that there was fraud. So what he's saying is hey, I'm saying there's a fraudulent election. But the crazy thing about it is he's the one that won the election. So he's actually questioning results of which he benefits by the way it turned out. And, he's questioning people that want to, maybe Jill Stein that wants to challenge the results, and that's exactly what he said he was going to do. So that's being a hypocrite. It's not even this guy insane, he's a hypocrite. I mean, he won the election. He's benefiting from the results, and now he's going back and saying there was fraud, voter fraud. Nobody would do that. No sane person would go back and try to berate the actual system of which they ran and won, in that format, in that system. So, you have to really question this guy's sanity. You really do. And I'm wondering about his sanity, especially given these latest results. I mean, with someone being in the position he's in, to go back and challenge the election results, given all the things that he could be doing right now, is kind of really troubling, very troubling. The guy's got a lot of stuff on his plate, and he's going back and questioning results of which he was the beneficiary of, and questioning the system of which he was the beneficiary of, and then questioning people that may want to recount, of which is exactly what he said he'd do if it turned out the way it did for them. So, I'm starting to really wonder about this guy's sanity, and I'm really wondering about what's going on. It's really kind of too bad that somebody like Hillary Clinton, she was a terrible candidate, no doubt about it, but was she so bad that we elected someone that you have to question their sanity and question the things that they're doing? And if this is, this constant tweeting and the thin-skinnedness and, a rate about the most innocent little things is the way this guy runs a country, we're in big trouble. We're in big trouble. And like I say, it's a question that you would probably never even consider, a president that has mental issues. You would never even consider it with most people, especially if they got to that level. But, I really am wondering about this guy. I'm really wondering about it, especially given the fact that he keeps going down these roads. This ridiculous idea that he goes down these roads of things that don't make any sense. So anyway, I appreciate you listening, and thank you very much. Bye.